Good morning everyone. Today I'm here in front of you to tackle about the country of Benin, which is located in Africa. The geographical location. Benin, a narrow north-south strip of the land in West Africa, lies between the equator and the Tropic Cancer. Benin is bounded by the Togo to the west, Burkina Faso and Niger to the north, Nigeria to the east, and the Bight of Benin to the south. The country capital of Benin is Porto Novo. Next is currency. West African CFA franc is the official currency of Benin. Next is ISO country code. The ISO country code of Benin is BEN.
Au vent du Benin debout, la liberté la sonore chante au premier feu de l'aurore. Au vent du Benin debout, chacun son appel, nos aïeux sans faiblesse. On suit avec courage, ardeur pleine d'allégresse. Livrés au prix du sang, des combats éclatants. Accourez-vous aux sympathiseurs du présent. Défendre l'unité chaque jour à la tâche. Pour la postérité, construire sans relâche.
The national anthem. The national anthem of Benin since 1960 has been El Aben Novelli, or the Dawn of the New Day, a generally patriotic musical composition usually in the form of a song or hymn or phrase that evokes and utilizes the history, traditions, and the struggles of a nation. Next is the national flag. The national flag of Benin, or French is Drapeau du Benin, is a flag consisting of two horizontal yellow and red bands on the fly side and a green vertical band at the host. The symbolism of the colors of the flags are explained in the national anthem, namely green recalls hope and revival, red the courage of ancestors, and yellow is the reminder to preserve the country's wealth. Next is the coat of arms. The coat of arms of National Seal of Benin, originally introduced in 1964, was readopted in 1930 after being replaced in 1975. The arms are surrounded by the national crest, which consists of two horns with corn in tar and filled with sand. These are reputed to stand of prosperity. Below is the national shield, which is quartered and depicts a local Somba fortress in the top left quadrant representing the history of the country. In the top right quadrant is the Order of the Star of Benin, the highest decoration in the country. The bottom left quadrant features a palm tree, and in the bottom right is a sailing ship representing the arrival of the Europeans. The shield is supported by a pair of leopard, the national animals of Benin. Below the shield is the national motto. Next is traditional costume. The local attire of the people of Benin include the bumba, dresses which are created as tunics. The men have it as toser and lion cloth, while the women has it as top. The traditional dress for Beninese men is loose, long, and having blue style cotton shirt over pants. The culture and values. Benin's culture is as rich and diverse as its landscape, with strong religious roots to inform most of the traditions. Benin culture is certainly one of the most unique and interesting in Africa. The first is Buddha religion. Buddha religion is the most important in Benin. Next is etiquette. Next is music. Next is death after life and the child rearing and education. Religion. 48.5% of the religion of Benin is Christianity. Next is 27.7% is Islam. Next is 12.2% is others, and 11%, 6% is Buddhism. The language. Language of Benin is French, and the country tagline of Benin is Fraternite, Justice, or Tribal, or which is Fraternity, Justice, and Work. So let's proceed to the top 5 best attraction in Benin. The first attraction of Benin is La Porte du Non Retour, or the Door of No Return, a monument to the more than 1 million enslaved Africans deported from the port of Oda on the coast of Benin. They were marched in chains from the town's slave market to the nearby port, where they would board ships to unknown destination, the majority of them never to return. The second attraction of Benin is the Temple of Des Pythons. It's an historical and modern symbolism and spiritual practices in Oda, Benin. The snakes are a major totem for followers of Vodun, a religion practiced by a group of people within West and Central Africa, nations such as Ghana, Togo, and Benin. The third attraction of Benin is Place des Martyrs. The monument stands as a memorial to the victim of coup d'etat that Bob Denard and his mercenaries tried in 1977. The next attraction is Great Mosque of Porto Novo, which is the oldest and the biggest mosque in the city, built in 1923 to 1925 by the African Brazilian community. It is a good example of the high quality of craftsmanship at this time and precious one, as unfortunately its twin in Lagos, Nigeria, had been destroyed around 1980. This is formerly known as Catholic Church. Next is Shade Palace Sacred or She Tree. Columns near Save. In the country yard of Palace is giant baobab or Adonsonia digatata, with a trunk diameter exceeding 12 meters in circumference. This sacred tree is wrapped with a white cloth and offerings are made to it on a regular basis. The last attraction of Benin is the Fête du Boudon, traditional day literary Vodun festival. It's also known as traditional religious day and is a public holiday in Benin to celebrate the nation's history surrounding the West African religion of Vodun. So that's the end of my report. Thank you.